In this video, I'm going to be reviewing this 21-inch Select Cut Ego self-propelled lawnmower. We're going to take a look at how it performs, go through a little bit of an overview, and have some fun. Up next. Hey guys, my name is Jeff, and on this channel I do all sorts of different types of tech reviews as well as do-it-yourself projects. Today we're taking a look at this Ego lawnmower, and I've also done Ego product reviews for some of their other products. I will leave links to everything I'm talking about down in the description below. So the self-propelled lawnmower allows you to fold it up for easy storage, and then when you are ready to use it, there is a lever that is located on the side of the handle that allows you to extend or fold up the handle itself. Once you've got it unfolded, there are green clamps in the middle of the handle that allow you to loosen and extend the handle even more. Once you have those clamped back together, that holds the handle in place. Once it's all extended, you can adjust the height of that handle by moving the lever on the side once again. So if you are shorter or taller, that allows you to put the handle at a lower angle, or you can put it at a higher angle depending on your preference. So when you are done cutting with the lawnmower, you can easily shrink the handles back down by unclamping those green clamps on the side. And then when you clamp those back together, that's going to lock the handle in its shortened position. From that point, there are two handles on the lawnmower top itself, one there towards the back and one in the front that allow you to easily lift the lawnmower up. The last step we're going to do is use the lever on the side there to fold our handles all the way down, which shrinks the lawnmower for easy storage. In addition to being able to store it horizontally, you can lift it up and store it on its back. So if you want to lean it against a wall or put it in a small spot, this allows you to save even more space. So I also want to make note that on the back of the lawnmower are these rubber stoppers, so that when you do pick it up and store it on its back, it rests on those rubber stoppers. And in all of our videos, we hide Tinker. He's our little hidden robot. He's going to briefly pop up somewhere during the video. If you happen to spot him, be sure to let me know the timestamp of where you saw him, as well as your best comment down in the comments section below. Be the first person to let me know that timestamp, and you'll get your name as well as your YouTube channel, if you have one, featured on our Tinker Ford Hall of Fame page. So let's take a look underneath the lawnmower. You'll notice there are two blades, and they're held in place by these bolts. You have the option to remove this lower blade, and the lawnmower actually comes with a third blade with these larger teeth on it, which is made for finer mulching. So you have that option where you can switch out blades at any time, and in a future video I will show you how you can switch out those blades. So the lawnmower gets its power from the 56 volt 7.5 amp hour battery that comes with the lawnmower. And you'll see the battery pictured here. It is currently charging in the rapid charger that also comes with the lawnmower. And the rapid charger has a lit up display that shows how much charge the battery currently has. To insert and remove the battery, you're going to pull up from the charger, and you'll notice that the status goes off, and to charge the battery back up, you're just going to slide it back into that rapid charger, and it's immediately going to start charging. Now, one thing that we noticed when we're pulling the battery out is it's kind of hard to get a good grip on the battery, or a good grip to separate it from the rapid charger itself. You have to hold the charger down and kind of pull up on the battery to get it out of there, which may not seem like a big deal, but if you've got smaller hands, or if you don't have the strength to pull it out of there, that can be kind of a problem. What would probably make things easier, what would be nice, is if Ego could maybe add on or figure out a way to add on some sort of a handle, even if it's a handle that would fold up onto the battery, so that you've got a better grip and a better way to pull the battery out of that charger. There's also holes on the back of the charging unit, so that if you do want to wall mount it, you've got that option as well. So I've bought other Ego products, and I wanted to just compare the rapid charger to the standard charger. The standard charger is over on the left, and that's the black one. And I had bought that a couple of years ago, and I just have noticed some improvements on the technology on my battery, which is now about 2 years old, if you push the power button, which is on the side, it just lights up green, and that's showing you that it's got some sort of a charge. On the battery that comes with the lawnmower, this has got a little bit of a newer status indicator, and those little tick mark indicators around it will light up showing you how much charge the battery has left. So you've got at least a better idea of if it's got 75%, 50%, or 25% charge left compared to the older battery design. So I thought it would be neat to compare the two sized batteries. The one on the left is the 5 amp hour battery, and the one on the right is the 7.5 amp hour battery that came with the lawnmower. The 5 amp hour battery came with my multi-tool trimmer system that I use, and I've done review videos on that. If you want to check those out, there will be links down in the description below. That 5 amp hour battery weighs roughly 4.87 pounds, and that lawnmower battery on the right, the 7.5 amp hour, weighs roughly 6.31 pounds. There's a little bit of a size difference. Obviously the bigger 7.5 has a little bit more meat to it. In showing you those two different chargers, that rapid charger which came with the lawnmower battery can charge up the 7.5 amp hour battery in 60 minutes, versus if I were using that black regular charger, that would take 145 minutes to charge up. So the rapid charger definitely does charge the batteries much faster. So one of the most convenient features about the Ego products is that they run on these batteries, so you don't have to worry about putting gas, and you don't have to worry about changing oil in all of the different Ego products. You simply just slide the battery in, you'll hear it click, and then you can close the plastic housing around it to keep the battery safe while you're using it. When you are done cutting with the lawnmower, you can easily open up that plastic housing. There's a green lever on the bottom underneath the battery that you can push open with your finger, and that releases the battery that you can then pull back out and slide into your charger to easily recharge. So you can use these batteries in all of the different Ego products, and that is convenient because I can pop this out of my lawnmower, stick it in a leaf blower, stick it in the trimmer, and use the same battery to power different products from Ego. So let's take a look at the controls that are on the handles for the mower. We're going to start off, closest to me are these little indicator icons, and there's a clear plastic light that changes color on the handle depending on what the status of your battery is. If everything's good, it's going to be green. If it is overheating or if it's overloaded, it's going to turn orange. And then if the battery is just about depleted, it's going to turn red. On the other side of your handles, you have an LED on-off switch, and on the front of our mower, we've got some LED headlights. Check those out. So those are going to go on and off as you are pressing that button. And from that point, that gets us into the handle. So when you are ready to operate the mower, the first thing we're going to talk about here is the self-propel feature. There are two green buttons that are on either side of the handle here, and by pressing either one of those, that is going to start moving the lawnmower even if you don't have the blade running. Now, while you are moving the lawnmower, in the center of the handle is a dial, and as you move the dial forward, that is going to increase the speed that the self-propel unit is going to work. If you push it back, that is going to slow the self-propel down. And when you put it all the way up, this thing really moves. So when you are ready to turn the blade on, you will push the power button that's in the very center, hold that down, and then there is this green bar that you're going to depress. That is going to start up the lawnmower. Then from this point, you can press those green buttons to self-propel it, and it's going to start cutting. So I want to show you the cut that the lawnmower creates. You can see off to the left here the grass that hasn't been cut yet, and then off to the right, that's all the freshly mowed grass that we just went through, and it makes a nice even cut, but you can see kind of a comparison between the cut grass and the uncut grass. To adjust the height of the mower, there is one lever that's on the side, and as you unclip it from its setting, it has 7 different spots, 7 different cutting heights that you can adjust it to, and you'll notice the mower's going up here as we are going up in numbers. The shots that we were showing of cutting the grass, we were actually cutting on number 2, but you've got 7 different heights to choose from. So in case you're wondering, the mower itself is made of a heavy duty plastic. The handles are metal, and there's plastic tubing going up the handles protecting all the wiring that go to the controls up top. So the back of the mower has this trailing shield, and this is meant to reduce rocks and different debris flying at you as you are cutting. So the lawnmower also came with these 2 attachments. We've got the side chute and we've got the bag. So in order to add the attachments to the lawnmower, the first thing you are supposed to do is remove the battery. I was also able to push the handles, and they lock in this forward position to get them out of your way, and that gives you access to this rear access door. And I can open this up, and right now there is a piece in here that allows the lawnmower to mulch on its own. I can just pull this out, and then for the side chute, there is this piece here, and there's a little flap on the bottom, and that inserts into this area here. So once I insert that, that holds that chute in place, and then when I'm using the lawnmower, that's going to shoot grass out the side. So when adding in the bag, we're going to lift up this back flap. Make sure that you have that mulching piece removed out of here. The bag itself has 2 hooks that are on the front part of it, and those 2 hooks just hook right over this top railing, the same rail that's holding the flap. Those hooks are gonna just fit right over that top rail, and the bottom of the bag just sits along the back of the mower. Put your door down, and now you can use the bag on the back of the mower. So my final thoughts on using this lawnmower: I am already a fan of the Ego products. I think the lawnmower fits very well with the other products that I've already been using. It is super convenient to be able to pop the battery into the lawnmower, push a button, start the mower up and get going. I don't have to worry about putting gas into it. I don't have to worry about using a pull string. It's also very quiet, much quieter than a gas-powered lawnmower in itself. I also think it's great that you've got the option to change out the blades, that it's got a special mulching blade. This is the Select Cut Edition. So if you do want to do extra mulching, you can easily do that with this lawnmower. All the different features with the self-propelled, that it changes speeds. The fastest speed goes quite fast, and all of the features about how it folds up for easy storage. These are all things that I think make this a great lawnmower. I would highly recommend it, and it's been a lot of fun testing this lawnmower out. And I want to give a big thank you shout out to my father, who has been in this video helping me do this review on this Ego lawnmower. He's been the one that you've seen demonstrating how the lawnmower folds up, how it cuts. So big thank you to my dad. So I'm interested to know your comments and thoughts on this Ego mower. Be sure to let me know down in the comments section below. And if you learned something, or if this video helped you out, please be sure to smash that like button. If you haven't yet subscribed to Tinker Ford, take a second right now, hit that subscribe button, that little notification bell, and you'll get notified as I release weekly videos on this channel. My name is Jeff. As always, I appreciate you guys watching. Be sure to make every day awesome, and I'll see you guys in the next video.